to explain you about the jewelry applications. When we want to use a CNC machine for jewelry applications, how we will take the output. So there is different types of work you can do with the CNC machine. One is that you can cut the letters. If you want to cut a profile like that, you can cut the letters also. You can cut even any scenery or outer boundary of any image, etc. To use it with the any jewelry application. So that is the one. That is the thing where you have to cut a profile out of it. So text cutting the letters also we call as profile cutting. Then we can use it for marking. If you just want to mark some designs, in that case you can use the CNC router, CNC machine, where you can use a conical bit to mark on a particular letter, or to mark a particular vectors or images as it is. So the other application is that you can also make the letters little bit embossed type, or also you can do some within the letters you can do is in a deep type engraving, where you can use the enameling technique to get a more good outlook for the jewelry. And also you can have different kinds of texturing and all, and you can make some pendants with the 3D image, what we call the reliefs, like that. Many applications are available with CNC machine that you can do with the CNC machine. So the main thing which is required for this is that we must have a software where you can do all this kind of design, and the designing is almost the 91% of the work, what we call as a designing, as well as the making the program for the machine that is compatible to machine, that what we have to make, that is the main work. Then the balance is just loading the code what we created in the software to the machine, and placing the what we call as the workpiece, or the ring, or the whatever the pendant or metal piece, whatever you want to work, that workpiece you have to set and give the 0 position, show it where you want to work. It will show the work origin. So if you have to do 2-3 things only in the machine. Balance, the main thing that affects the output of the work is the design phase and the programming phase. So here in this exercise I will tell you how to make a letter cutting using like a thin sheet of gold or silver. If you want to cut out some letters, how we can do that? The designing you can do directly in a particular software, or you can import from any other software. Suppose you know AutoCAD, or if you know some CorelDRAW, there like that any other software where you can do vectors, like draw the vectors, and those vectors in a certain format it can bring into the in which software you are going to make the programming. So here I am using ArtCam software, ArtCam 2008 release of ArtCam 2008 release software I am using. In that we will see how we can do the letter cutting. So first we will go to the software. See, this is ArtCam 2008 software. So here as like any programming thing, first we have to create a new model, that is which is defining the size, which will be defining the size of the here the creating new model. Okay, creating the new model, you have to click creating new model. So whatever the size you want to give, you can give that size. Okay, so after giving that size, you can give the size. Then whatever the size is here. Then we can decide where you want to give the origin, and also we will be keeping the full resolution. Then also whether mm or inches, generally we will be using mm. So suppose this is the letter I want to cut out of a thin gold sheet or a silver sheet or any brass sheet or any metal sheet. If you want to take out that letter out, so this is the size of the full text what we want to make, then we can give this okay. Now I am going to import some vectors from outside, because I have made, or my customer has made it in CorelDRAW. Then I can convert it into EPS format and then bring into this particular software. So let us see how we will bring that into ArtCam. So this one, in this, what we have to do is that we have to go to vectors. Then what we have to do, we have to load layer. In that we can just, like I am giving this one more application, this I am giving some other, suppose this one, then I can just, this is the EPS format, I can just open it out here. So it will ask whether it is should be a position the data is center of the ArtCam image. Okay, like that you can give. Some problem is there. Okay, maybe there is a problem with the compatibility of the EPS format what we have taken. So we will just go back again. Let us see, because this is 2008 is the old version, no? So let us see what's happening here. Actually, this is again we will just see that what can be the problem here. Can just see it's coming, ignore all. Okay, so we may have to try it with the latest version of ArtCam. In that case it may work, because that while you do the EPS format from CorelDRAW, the latest version like 2020 like that, then you may not be able to open it here. Okay, so what I am going to do is that now I can't help it here. So what I can do is that I can only do this in 2018 or the latest ArtCam software. So let me see. I will go back. I will just close this particular thing, and I will, no, I don't want to save this. And I will come and okay, is that software? So now I will just open it up, the latest software. Just a minute, I will just open it up. Okay, so this is the problem was because the interoperability, or the when you are exchanging the file from one format to another format, from one software to another software, we have to see that what is the the time of release of those softwares, because if you are using an old version of one particular software for conversion, and that file, if you try to open it in a very latest version of other software, there may be some problem always. So we can pull it down. Yeah, that's why I just bringing in a new software. Okay, so here we will try to do now. Suppose if you are here, we can try to do it now here. So let us again start with the new model. Then again I am giving this values here. The width I can give some 20 also. I can give this is I am giving some 10. Let us see. Then full resolution and mm. Then okay. then I can see this software is opening. Okay, this is the space where you want to bring the software. Here itself I can design. Sometimes no, some font you have would have design in your the software which is you already know very well, no. So that software, it will be very comfortable to use, and you can design it there. Then you can bring it into the you can import it here, this one. So we call this particular software, and positioning of okay, location. Okay, you just bring it here. So this is the way that you can bring the software in. So you can just bring it into the center. So this is the center, and you can also change the size. Okay. So this is this design is already done in CorelDRAW. So in CorelDRAW you can't open directly the file from CorelDRAW, that is .cdr format. You have to convert into .eps format, and then you can bring it here. Then after that you can size it, whatever the way you can size it. If you want the exact sizing, you can give the exact sizing. The values is mentioned here. You can give the exact what width and height is required. You can do it. After that, after finishing this, you can go for the now you want to cut this and take out the letters. So in that case we have to go for toolpath. Here also toolpath is there. You can just click it, and then you can see that this is the profile toolpath, the create toolpath profile. So hope that these curves are fine, vectors are fine. Otherwise we have to first check with the vector doctor whether these vectors are well and good to give a toolpath. Maybe some problem is there, some lines are there is a gap, there is some interlock, or like that, things will not allow the toolpaths to be done properly. So this one, okay, we will proceed with the same thing. Let us see, we are going for this one. We click for this particular, that is the creating toolpath. Already clicked on that, and this is the, I have to get some menu here out. So let me see, where is that? It's not displaying here. So this one, toolpath. Okay, fine. This is 2D toolpath. For that I selected this, and this create toolpath, I just click for it. Supposed to be there a display of template will be coming up, no? So that template only, I'm just looking for the template. So it's not visible here. Maybe I have to change into some other layout. See, let me put it standard. Then I just click it. This is standard only. Yeah. Then I can go for the layout of advanced. Yes, it's there. No, this also not working. That also not displayed here. Okay, let us see. Once again, to go to classic. Then I just click it here. Somewhere it is hiding. I am not able to take it out now. Somewhere it is getting hide. So yeah, this is the toolpath. Okay, let me see where it is. I will try to open from here to do this and just click it from here. Yeah, so okay, fine. That is the thing is there. Actually what happened is that it's already there. It's gone behind the other screen. That's why you are not able to see. So I'm just bringing it here because it's gone behind. So this kind of a template will come. Here we have to decide that we have to cut of outside. Okay, so outside the profile we have to cut. Then how much the depth we have to give, that we have to give, how much depth we have to give, that we have to see, that that is the finish depth we will give. Suppose if you have put a sheet of 1 mm thickness, then you can type 1 mm, and also the tool what you want to use, because this is this you may be requiring a very thin tool, so even 1.5 mm itself will be little bigger size, so we may have to create one more tool. So that I am giving some 0.5 mm. Okay, so for that editing, I am editing here. So that is mainly the diameter only we have to change first, and the name also for the sake we have to change, then only we can identify. But it is a ball nose, so cancel it. We want actually end mill for cutting. So this one again, I am just going and copying one more tool, then go and edit it, then change the radius value. Okay, then I can also change the name of it. Okay, so I have given the name and then save it, and I can use this end mill for the as a tool. Then another thing what important is that we have to give the material to define the material. Some material we can define it, because it is 2D. It's not a must to define the material, but now I'm just giving that 2 mm depth, giving that material also. Just again you can see, because the material thickness. Okay, set up once again, because we have to make sure that this is at the top and everything at the top. Okay, this also top. Okay, that's fine. So now the toolpath values already given. Now we can do is okay, toolpath is there. Now what we can do is that you have to see that it's a very big template, no, so that it's not accommodating here in the screen itself. So there is okay, then what we can do is that we can do that one calculation, or what we call to generate the toolpath now and here itself. So it will be creating the toolpath, because this thing is a little bigger now. Creating the toolpath, so it's here in the down. So how I can bring up, that's also a challenge. Okay, it's because the resolution is very high, so with lower resolution we have a bigger this thing here out here, so no problem. What I can do now is just pull it out and just go here. Also nothing has been created. Just pulling it up is not possible. It's not possible. So give some name. First DD. Then this is the thing actually. Just that calculation button is there. It's hiding behind. Okay. And next time I will reduce the resolution. This thing, so it will be looking fine. So okay. Now I will close this one. Now it's already generated, then I will close it here. So already the toolpath has been generated. Now you can see it from here. This is DD, the toolpath has been created. If you want to again edit it, you can just click it here. If you want to delete that, you can delete the toolpath. And if you want to see the simulation, you can just click it out here, and here you can give a faster simulation. And this is the way it will, this is the way that simulation will be displayed. This is the way it is going to cut. See, it's okay. So this is the way it will cut, and it will give out the workpiece. So actually I have given the material as 2 mm, and I am given the depth of cut is only 1 mm, so only the half the way it has gone. But in actual way applies, if you have given only 1 mm sheet material, means it will be cut through. will be fully cut, and the letters will be removed from it. So that is but in simulation it's showing different. For that, what I can do is that I can just edit it, and in the material place instead of 2 mm I can give setup, I can give 1 mm. So that case it will display. So again I am just I'm not able to click it. So this is toolpath calculate. Here also one calculation is the calculate toolpath like that. Simulation and edit. Okay, it's already generated. So we will cut this also. So here now what happen is that I will just remove the simulation first. Simulation I will first remove the reset the simulation. I will create a new simulation now. For that I have to go again here and create a new simulation. Here what you can see is that now the material is cut through now, full and full it has cut. For now, if you want to see only, I will just off this grid actually. What is this rulers? I will remove it. Now if I want to see only what the material I cut, there is a this is here you can delete the waste material. So I am just want to remove the waste material. So I will just click here, delete the picked material. This is the picked material. So or otherwise what I will do, keep the material. So all these are interconnected. So there is a chance. Okay, I will just delete the picked material. So if I click it, it will relieve only the this, then balance this also can be removed. So this material has been removed. So to delete waste material, just some thread, something is there. Disable level, depth, color, material I will give something like gold. Okay, something like gold here. So what happened? Okay, once again I will just go for it. I will just remove this, remove this, and again go for simulation. So this one again for simulation, and from here I will just have this apply parameters and simulation color apply. Yes, yes, some color. Okay, simulation color supposed to come, doing some mistake. Okay, so let us leave that one. Okay, then I will just delete the pick or keep the material. This one I want to keep, so keep the pick material. So here what's the problem is that again it is not cut fully. That is the problem. See, it's only we are given 2 mm, it's not cut 2 mm. Okay, so we will give that depth. Once again I will go here, this one, generate. Here I will give a depth itself 2 mm. There is some problem to change there. So I will just okay, this one is okay I think. So अंदर से कट कर रहा हूँ मैंने, just I am just removing it. So okay, then we will go to simulation, and color of the material I can give something. I apply. Okay, this color has come now, because that time this is called white gold. I don't know to apply. So white gold, it's a polished gold, satin gold. I will apply satin gold. Okay. So if I want to remove the material, what I click this, delete the picked material. So this one I pick is, it's fully going off. I don't know, disable. because that means there is some material touch with each other. Okay. So there is some problem here. So this is the simulation. This is simulation has been done. Okay, this one simulation has done. Full simulation will do here. Okay, now this is correctly through. Now what we will do? Yeah, we have to come to simulation, then remove the material. So this is, now I got it. So this is the cut we could able to. So now I can remove all this material also. I think delete this one. This all material is unwanted. So all this will be falling off. So that also I can just see from the top. So whatever the material I don't want, I can remove it. I think so. So this is the way that we can cut the ladder. So this is just simulation only, and so after this everything is okay, means now you can go and create the NC code for it. So for that, again you are going to toolpath, then this is DD toolpath, then you can save it, save the toolpath, whatever the toolpath, depending upon your machine's post processor, you can select whatever the NC code you want, then you can save it. If it is has rotary, or we can do some ISO one also, or G code MM, that is very common. You can use this also, and you can just save it, and the same name file already is there, it's saying, so you can give some other name and can save it. Save. Okay, so this is the way that we can use the software to create a cutter for letter cutting in jewelry application. Thank you for watching. Hope that you have some takeaways from this session. Lot of in between we are facing some problems, because I just want to leave the problem as it is, because in our journey we can understand, and sometimes even if you are a lot of experience also, you will face with some problems. Though some failure and problems are part of the life, we will take it and we will find a solution how to solve it. Hope that you like this session, and if you are happy with it, give a smile. See you in the next session. Thank you.